Welcome back, guys. I'm just giving you a bit of an insight into prep here on a session, and my session preps do change as time goes by as I'm starting to use different equipment, and I learned some things as well that can save me some time. This particular session, I've had a chance to set it all up and run the lines. Of course, there are drop boxes on this side and that side, the little messy boxes that feed my interface over here next to the beer, the Presonus. So this has got 32 inputs and 16 outputs. So that one there, it all comes into the Mac. This screen here shows me Logic normally. So on the during the session, I can have the actual session running with red. You can see it recording all those multi-tracks. So all the drums, kick, snare, rattle, which is the actual snare part under the snare. I call it rattle. Rack 1, rack 2, floor, the two overheads, hat mic, then the bass. This one we've got trumpet, saxophone, Jan. Now that little eye there is input monitoring. So he actually comes out the monitors here. So when he plays, it comes out the studio monitors. That's probably really just for people who don't have in-ear monitors like the trumpet and sax player. And there's my vocal, Mario's vocal. We call him Mars. Chloe is doing BVs, backing vocals. Melissa McCaig, she's singing main. And I've got Rhodes coming out of one stereo pair and orchestra stuff coming out of another pair out of my keyboard. Are you following there in the back seats? Because we have saxophone, of course, he's going to stand right here, play sax here. Here's his microphone, the Shure SM57. He's got a GoPro. We don't have a camera person, so I'm running static camera. Let's get behind here, normally where our camera guy stands, and we're using like the radio guy's microphone stand here to hold this rig, and there you go, that's what it sees. And you can move this around, so that'll be set locked with focus and everything on Melissa, and I'll actually use a little bit of movement in an effect in post-production to give a little bit of movement. So that's the situation. I have camera also on Josh Chenoweth, who's going to play trumpet, a different position, of course, because his microphone's going to be up here. I was going to run without any lights, but putting a little light on the top and shining it, because the brass instruments shine, and it'll just make sure that that's in lit. Of course, we still have our normal LED guys here, which are set on a color that I've set. So two of these put together. I'll just turn them both on. So that's going to be running as sort of an icy blue color. And the blue is offset in a sort of a candy stripe with the red stripes on the piano there and in the back corner. Are you still following me? This is, maybe I'm just overthinking this. Maybe I'm just, maybe. Mario's going to be doing some vocals as well. I've sent him his parts for this one. Oh, let's sit in the drum kit here. Look at that. Let's move this out of the way. So when he comes in, he'll bring all his cymbals and stuff in. He has his own GoPro here. That's going to run, that's a great shot that I've already set. I use the GoPro Quick app to connect with the camera and see on my mobile phone, see the actual shot that it's shooting. So, and that's a really cool shot across the kit. And of course the kit is lit up because we've got our little lights down here, and I've shown you these before, haven't I? So I've got a couple, two on the sides that are clamped to my overhead stands, and another one that I just put on the ground that shines up through here. So it sort of looks good as well. So, just to add a little bit of color. So the lights and everything in the room are all set. Microphones are set. The last thing to do is really go to the in-ears, which I've just got a sort of a mixed bag of different ones because I can't really afford anything expensive. So anyway, we'll grab the in-ears as well. Everyone, including Damien, has in-ears, so click track and everything and ears go to the drummer. He's got a little Behringer headphone amp here. That's run from the Dropbox, comes in here in stereo. So he's got a beautiful stereo custom mix of his own. Everyone has custom mix in stereo. So he has a beautiful mix here. He hears click track though. Not many of us do unless you're starting a song or something without him. So click track, he has his own ears. And everyone else is on wireless. So because the drummer doesn't need to move, I've got him on wired. So wireless for me, wireless for Damien, wireless for Chloe, for Melissa McCaig, for Jan. And these guys here won't have any ears. They'll know, they'll probably be able to hear their way. In fact, I don't think I've got enough pairs to even run those. But they should be fine. They're facing each other. And hopefully, because they're both doing little solo bits, the cameras should follow them pretty well. It seems like a sort of a complicated setup, but I mean, I've done this a few times now. I think I'm getting good at it. Let's hope. There's still so many things to improve on, and a lot of it's just practice. These are my new lights. If you're on my Patreon, you would have already seen these. I gave you a little sneak peek. How's that? So instead of having the lights here, and that little center one there, that's how I used to run the lights. I'm going to run these guys now. So they're much bigger. They get very bright, and they're just a warm to cold LED. But really, because of the brightness on here, you can really run these guys and getting them, I mean, looking like there's actually a huge window and sun's beaming through. So, and they are clamped to the desk right next to my speakers. So they're tight in, they don't take up much extra space. I think this is really a game changer light-wise. So those guys, I'm looking forward to using them and showing you what the latest video gives you. So, look, I hope I haven't bored you too much. This is just a bit of an update. I really appreciate all you guys watching my videos and supporting me. Don't forget to check out my Patreon. Try producernerd.com if you don't know where to find me. And, of course, sing it live. This is what I do now. See you later, guys. Thank you.